Fairyland and welcome to Fairyland Cottage. Thanks for joining me here this week. Today I'm going to talk about some tips that you can do if you're wanting to reduce your waste in life. And it can get a little bit overwhelming with what to do, what not to do, and we can get a little bit bogged down in the detail instead of looking at the big picture and keeping it simple. So I hope the tips I'm going to give you will be of some value to you and they'll help you on your way to living a life with much less waste. The first tip I have, which might seem really simple, but I think it really matters, is knowing why you're doing it. So for me, I saw videos of all the plastic that was in the oceans and it really just got me thinking I'm responsible for way too much waste. So I wanted to reduce the waste and I wanted to become more conscious of actually the waste that I was making and responsible for that. So it could be different for other people. For other people, they want to just reduce the amount of stuff they have in their house, reduce the amount of harsh chemicals, live more simply. But it's just really important to know why you're doing it, because if there's a really strong why, you're more likely to stick with it. When I started doing, reducing my waste, you then notice actually how much, say, plastic you have around your house, and then you can start to get really anti-plastic where you want to throw it all away, which is obviously counterintuitive. Toothbrushes, say for instance, finish off your toothbrush and then when you're replacing it, replace it with a bamboo toothbrush, something that's a little bit more sustainable. Say with storage containers in the kitchen, I bought loads of plastic ones before I was aware, and then I was left with all these, but there's no point me throwing them all out, so use them, and then when I need more storage containers, I buy something more sustainable like stainless steel or glass. Other things like I had detergent, then I'm not using it anymore, so instead of chucking it out, just reuse it as some storage. Use what you already have, and then when that breaks or you need more of it, just then buy something more sustainable. Just reduce the one-use items. Takeaway coffee containers, they're just like the worst. Use once and then they're gone. Plastic straws, cutlery, plastic bags, all these things that are just used once and then thrown away. Just use things you have. You might need to buy yourself a reusable coffee container, but everything else, if you have, even like it's a plastic Tupperware in your kitchen, just bring that in your bag when you're wanting to fill up, when you're getting a takeaway lunch or something. Get yourself a water bottle, and if you've good quality water at home, just fill up and use that. So just try and eliminate plastic bottles and all those one-use things, and that will really do a huge thing to reduce your overall bulk of the waste. Next tip I have, it's only a small one, it's just reuse whatever you have for maybe a different use. I've got loads of tin cans when I'm getting like coconut milk. I just made some lanterns out of that. So I'm sure there's loads of creative ideas that you can come up with to reuse your waste and just creatively make it into something else. We don't have a zero waste shop in Ireland. One thing is to do is buy in bulk, because when you buy in bulk, you're reducing your waste. The other thing when you buy in bulk, try and get paper packaging just rather than plastic. These are just little things that make a big difference. When you're shopping for vegetables, I like to buy organic vegetables. In supermarkets, all the organic vegetables are covered in plastic wrapping. So what you can do, order from a local vegetable grower, no packaging on any of the vegetables, and there you go, win-win, brilliant way to do it. And you're also supporting local farmers. Other thing is, grow your own vegetables. We have a little polytunnel here. It's meant we can really reduce our waste and also get really good quality vegetables into us. If you don't have a garden and there's no space for you to be growing veg, grow some herbs on a windowsill, and growing herbs is great. Use them then, dry them and have them in teas and things. The other thing in supermarkets is a lot of stuff is non-recyclable plastic. If I can, I want something that's in a recyclable plastic. That's still better than a non-recyclable plastic. And also if there's something that has paper packaging, it's going to be better than plastic. And then obviously if you can avoid packaging altogether, that's the real win-win. But we're here trying to just do little things to help reduce the waste. just use less. I found that the less you use, the less rubbish you're going to have. It's as simple as that. So if you have loads of creams for your face, one for eyes, one for night, day, every time, eliminate all of it and just have one cream or oil that is like a one-stop shop. So it's completely reducing all the products you use, and in minimizing the products you use, you are therefore going to minimize the waste. The last tip I have is just to really go easy on yourself and to keep focusing on the bigger picture, and that every little thing you do means such a big thing, and everyone's just one person doing their best. It's about a lifestyle and an attitude. It's not about a competition of who can use the least amount of plastic and who can have the best bamboo products in their house. Get more involved in your community, find local vegetable growers, buy from them, use craftspeople that are local. There's so many different areas that you can really just go easy on yourself. It's all about what you do and not about what you're not doing. So that's all the tips that I have. I hope that you found some value in them. I'd really like to know what tips you have and ways that you found that you reduce your waste. And do you get overwhelmed with trying to do it all? Or do you really stay positive and know that every little thing that you do counts? So listen, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to join me here next week, and thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and share it with anyone else you know who wants to reduce their waste in life. Check out the blog post at Fairyland Cottage and follow on Instagram. That's all of them done for today. I will see you next week. Bye for now.